Why, hello there. Welcome to the first video in this multi-video series about how to set up your first Minecraft server. This video series is for beginners, although some people who have experience can also watch this series, and I think it can definitely help them too. But I'm going to be starting with the very basics of how to get a Minecraft server, how to get everything started, and how to get ready. And so this very first video, is going to start about how to get your first Minecraft server, and just how to get it set up as in a survival world, as if you were just starting a new vanilla world on a normal Minecraft client. And for this server, I'm going to recommend that you don't use a free thing like Eternos. So I'm going to be using a host called VA Hosting, which I found is the cheapest and most reliable thing that I could find, and it's what I personally host my servers on. If you would like to have just a simple server that you and your friends can hang out on, this is what I would recommend for you. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. I'm going to go to vahosting.net, which is the VA hosting webpage. They don't own .com, so make sure you go to .net. And it should look something like this. And the reason I choose VA hosting is because they have these Minecraft servers right here starting at $1. And $1 per month is pretty good, with some other services having, $5 per month, which is basically just a little bit overpriced. I mean, $2 a month to $3 a month, those are kind of normal, but this is really a deal right here. And so you're just going to click View Plans, and it's going to take you to this web page of Basic, Premium, and Premium OC. I would recommend Basic just if you're starting out. If you have money to spend, you can do Premium. Premium OC is really just for those big Minecraft servers. I wouldn't recommend that. But just to get started, I'm going to work with the 1 GB Wood Axe server. And while it does say down here that it won't support Minecraft 1.8 through 1.12 or above 1.13, and it also won't support plugins or mod packs, it supports all of this really easily. The 2 GB server can do these things too, and it's more recommended for if you have multiple members or like a survival world that you're hosting. But for just the server, this 1 GB Wood Axe, it should be fine as long as you don't have more than 3 people on at once. So let's get started. If you go into the More Info page, it should show you all the information about this server. And then you're just going to click Order Now, and it should take you to the Order page, which will show you your cart and basically everything you need to do. Right here, it's going to say dedicated IP per month, which is $2 USD. It used to be $1, but this dedicated IP isn't really needed unless you really want to actually set up a server. Basically, if you're looking to set up a professional server, then you might want this dedicated IP. But for us, just starting, especially if you don't want to link it to a website address, you won't need this dedicated IP. And I'll get in another video how to link this dedicated IP, or how to link your IP up to a website address in a later video. But to get started, as you can see, we have our 1 GB, $1 USD web server. And 1 month is fine, depends on what you want. There's also 3 month, 6 month, and 12 month. Which doesn't, you choose. And then, of course, it's just going to ask you to enter your Minecraft username. This is just going to be on your panel. It's not going to make any difference. It's just how you're going to log in. So just type in, your username for Minecraft. And then once you're done, you can click Continue, and it'll take you to the Purchase Server page. At which place you can click Checkout right here, and that will let you buy your server. Okay, so once you've logged into the Minecraft control panel, it's going to show you something like this. As you can see, I have 4 servers, and as you can see right here, this is the one I just bought. Nomadical server. It's either going to have the username you used to sign in, or your email. Mine has my username, Nomadical server. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to pull up this page that is the control panel for your server. As you can see down here, it shows the CPU and the memory. My server is already started. Your server will not be, or it shouldn't be. Sometimes it may be. But as you can see, this is the name section right here, and I'm going to go through all these boxes right here. Some of them in later videos, but most of them right now. But for now, I'll show you what this name thing is. So this name box right here is just to help you tell your servers apart. This doesn't really matter what you change it to. I'm going to be setting up a UHC server, so I'm going to type UHC, just because that's what I want the name to be. Of course, after you make any changes, remember to click the Save button. Some server hosting panels won't have the save button. Most do. Just remember to click it. And then player slots. Mine's already at 20. That's fine. You can select yours to whatever you want. So I think 20 is fine for mine. Mine is a 2 GB server. but yours, depending on what the type of world you're running is, just to prevent lag, you might want to limit the amount of players that can join your server. That's what you can do right here. As you can see, there's the status. It's just telling me that the server is currently online, and 0 out of 20 players are on the server. And then we've got the IP and the port. I'll tell you more about these in a second. Then over here we have extra ports. You shouldn't normally need these, but you can use them if you want to. I won't be talking about these, and you shouldn't ever have to use them, so it's fine. As you can see here, we have world, which is currently set to world. That's fine. The only reason you should change this is if you're trying to do really advanced things, which you won't really need. But I'll be going over these later in a later video. You can see right here there's a section called domain, which has an empty space .pistonhost.com. This is one of the ways that players can join your server, and it's usually the recommended way. They can also use this IP and port, or they can use this domain. I would recommend a domain just because it's easier to remember something like uhc.pistonhost.com rather than 45.43.24.194 and then this port right here. So I'm just going to click save. My IP is going to be uhc.pistonhost.com. And then as you can see, the jar file currently is set to default. That's what yours is going to be set to. It depends if you want to change your Minecraft version to a different version. If you just want vanilla, then they're going to be right here in the section called vanilla. As you can see, it's got all the way from 1.7 to 1.16.4, along with some snapshots and some latest releases. What you're usually going to want if you want the newest server is just vanilla latest release. That should keep you constantly updated. Also, some people usually want a PvP server, which is what I'm going to want as I'm hosting a UHC server. So I'm going to want to click vanilla 1.8.9. And this is without plugins. There's an entirely different thing that I will show you how to do later, and this is later I will show you how to set up your server with plugins. But right now, without plugins, it's going to be vanilla 1.8.9. This is 1.8.9 is best for PvP, and 1.16.5, or the latest release, is the best for just survival worlds, as that's the latest release. I'm going to click save, and there we go. Always remember to click save, otherwise your changes will not be initiated. Then as you can see, I changed my version, so I'm going to need to restart my server. So I'll temporarily click this restart button, and as you can see, this check mark right here will change to a loading sign. As you can see in the console, the server is restarting. It's just showing you right there, server shut down stopping, server stopped, and then loading server properties. So as you can see, it's just loading the server right now. And currently it's loading up a vanilla 1.8.9 world, which is what I selected. As you can see, right here, it's showing that it's preparing the spawn area. It's loading the spawn. This will only take a second. Most servers are pretty fast. As you can see, startup done. This checkmark is now green. If we go back to the main page, the checkmark on the main page will now be green, and that means we can join our server. Let's test it out. I'm going to open up my Minecraft. I'm currently running Minecraft 1.8.9, and I'm going to click Add Server. Of course, the server I'm going to want to add is going to be this server. So if I half screen this, I'm going to want to select the domain here, uhc.pistonhost.com. There we go. That's how I'm going to join. And then the server info can be anything. I'm just going to say hello. Then as you can see, I'm running Minecraft 1.8.9. That's what I'm going to need as I set my Minecraft version to vanilla 1.8.9. They have to match. Just going to press done. And as you can see, hello, a Minecraft server. I'll show you how to change that later. And this is my server. So you can see I just click play. And it logs me into my server. And here I am. This is my server. This is my survival world. I can run around. I can break things. I can punch this chicken over here. Here we go. This is your very first server. Congrats. If you aren't here or you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask me in the comments. I can always answer your questions. I'm always active, so just feel free to hit me up in the comments and I will solve your problem. But as you can see right here, we have our very first Minecraft server. This is all you should need to do to set up your first server. And if you want to learn more, there's more videos in the playlist below. Just go to the next one. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.